Very proud of our players tonight. You know, this is a very good team, and to come out and shoot the ball as well as we did tonight shows you great focus. But I think more importantly, our players have really worked hard even away from practice, getting up extra shots and spending a lot of time, even on their own time, trying to get better. And it's so good to see it pay off because we haven't come up short last couple games for lack of effort. We've come up short because we've missed shots, and I am so proud of the fact that we found confidence again. And to shoot it well, not only from the free throw line, but field goal wise and also three-point wise, just feels really good. And our bench, our bench is basically, you say our freshmen instead of our bench, because that's what our bench is. But I'm really proud of them. Every game, one of our keys on the board has been bench contributions. I don't care if it's offensively or defensively, and our bench came up big today.
You mentioned confidence. Is this the first game you've seen it like this, and can you carry it forward?
We shot it a little bit better at Western, but key defensive stops toward the end hurt us. And a lot of it was because we were in foul trouble. Late in the game, Inma and Crunch both had 4 fouls. But I'll be honest, I was so proud of our freshmen because I was able to spell people early today because, A, we got a lead, and I decided I was going to anyway because we need to stay out of foul trouble late with our key people. Janelle was the only person I was worried about really late with foul trouble. And that really paid off, especially as tight as the ball game was being called late.
What do you think of the officiating?
Again, I'm not an official, but I will say this. I mean, we had to hit free throws in order to win, as tight as they were calling it, and we did. We did what we had to do to win, and I'm proud of them for that.
There were 47 fouls in the men's game yesterday, 40 tonight in your game. Have you noticed?
Maybe they're in competition with each other.
Have you noticed a difference in the officiating, especially recently? I feel like it's almost like you had a meeting.
I think the tough thing is, and you'll find this anywhere, is that, and we found it late in the Western game, is that it'll go loose for a while, and then all of a sudden it's real tight, and it's hard on the players to make adjustments. I thought late in this game it got extremely tight, and it's hard for them because, obviously we're trying to get stops, not give up easy baskets, but if you touch somebody, you bump somebody at all, it's a foul. But, you got to adjust to that. That's the way they're going to call it. And I felt like we did what we had to do to win. And even if it was, we gave up a layup or two, I mean, hey, they had to hit threes in order to beat us, and we gave up twos, and we still hit free throws on the other end.
For the last couple of years, even able to win games, maybe when you haven't played your best, I feel like with this team, almost the free throws, the offense rebound, the execution stuff is more important this time around.
Well, yes and no. I mean, I think our defense is slowly getting better and better. I mean, we got some stops. We did a pretty good job on Fontaine until the half. I mean, she's a kid that scores a lot of points and scores in bunches, and I thought our defense at times tonight looked really good. Our kids are starting to understand help side, and we're boxing out and doing some really good things. And then offensively, at halftime, we had 10 offensive boards, and we ended up with 19 for the game. Now, part of that is because we're not used to hitting. We're used to going to get the rebound. But still, to have 19 offensive boards, and I think we had 20 maybe at Western, you don't see that kind of stat very often, and that's just an unselfishness to go to the board and sacrifice for the team. And those second and third looks break the back of the other team. They just play defense for 30 seconds, and you come up with a rebound, and then another one. So really, really proud of what we're doing there.
3 and 3 in the MAC, 3 wins at home, 3 losses on the road. How do you even that out? Or I guess it is even. How do you start getting some? How do you start getting some road wins and taking these performances at home that are pretty good and taking them with the young road?
Well, I think the most important thing is not being too concerned about our record right now as much as just getting better. I think as long as we focus on the little things, the big things will happen. I know that's very generic, but it's true. If we, late in the Western game, we didn't box out on a free throw, so we made sure we tried to have the best rebounders possible on the low block tonight so we could finish things off. But just little bitty details. It's amazing how that little bitty thing adds up to a three-point play for Western, and that hurt us. But we've got to be smarter down the stretch. But again, so proud of our players. I think one area that we're shooting the ball better because we're moving the ball better. Our timing, our tempo offensively was very good tonight. We found people when they were open. They didn't have to wait forever for their shot. And when you can catch in rhythm, you're a better shooter. And I think we became better passers tonight.
And one of your shooters, Anna, I was teasing her shooting motion. Her arc, it gets so
probably
high.
Count to 5 before it goes back down.
When you were recruiting her, she said that she even shot higher in high school.
Yeah.
Is that something that you had to kind of wrap your head around?
A little bit.
Can this work in college?
Jessica Williams shot pretty high too. But that's her normal release. I think at times she shoots it a little too high. But I think, we've got to get, if she's going to make that many threes, I think I'm going to leave her alone. I'll worry about the kids that are going 1 for 6. But if that's what makes it go in, so be it. Don't fix it if it's not broken, right?
There you go.
This is more of a curiosity question on that. I mean, obviously, if it's too low, it's an issue because it will get blocked. If it's too high, what does it matter if it's going in?
Right. As long as it's going, it's a good thing. I think the only thing I worry about sometimes with trajectory is that, if it's not in, it's hard for it to get that soft bounce. And so, it is a little bit of a worry. But again, she's shooting it well. And, sometimes you can look at a kid that doesn't have the best form in the world and they shoot it really well. And like I said, as a coach, that's a point when you kind of step back and say, hey, let's ride this as long as we can. And you can have a kid that has great form, they don't have any confidence. So, I think at this point, kids shooting the ball well, we're going to leave her alone. And, that's something maybe you work on the off season if you want to change something. But she's shooting a good percentage, and I'm really thankful for it because it really opened up the game for us today.